What is your American dream?
My American dream is that we just stop talking about walls. A society without walls. That's my American dream.
I pray for, everyone to be happy and be at peace.
People come to this country for the same reasons. They try to get away from what's going on at home, and we should embrace each other. Got two things. I hope that Spanish is prosperous for our son Dion, who's 8 years old now, and we hope that he will be taking over our company in the future.
My American dream is I have to successful my every single thing because I have one daughter and my wife. So that's I want my good hard work and give it to them.
My American dream is one day I have my home pancake all over the place.
I'm living it. The fact that I'm able to open up my own food truck and be able to represent my culture and be able to expose it and just kind of create unity representing Ethiopians and Eritreans.
Everyone has a right to the American dream. Welcome, everybody. It is November 26th, 2 days before Thanksgiving. And I am not a turkey, and neither is Vanessa Contreras and Yonathan Elias. And there it is. There you guys are. How you doing?
We're not turkeys, but we'll definitely be eating them soon.
What was this move? What was the
turkey
move?
eating.
That's the turkey move?
It's all in the flick of the wrist.
Is that the turkey move or the stuffing move?
Good mix.
Yeah. A good mix. The Thanksgiving dinner. That's what it is.
Every time, I'm dating myself now, but every time around Thanksgiving, my favorite... Whiz. There we go.
Whiz.
By the way, we got the Whiz in the control booth with the maestro, with Jenny from the cubicle,
all the ones and twos.
and Jilly Bean, all in there.
We're gonna have a rocking show
we
today.
have
That's all that
4
means.
people working the TriCaster
It's
today.
a power squad.
Okay. So, meanwhile, I don't want to date myself.
Okay.
But I always talk about my 1980s movies. But my all-time favorite, if you had to ask me, what is my all-time favorite, knowing my sense of humor? It's a comedy from the 1980s. Are you familiar with 1980s movies, Vanessa Contreras? All right.
Really?
I like
We're
to
gonna take
laugh.
it there?
Yes.
Is it Breakfast Club?
No, it's not Breakfast Club. That has nothing to do with Thanksgiving Breakfast Club. But it is a Thanksgiving
80s
comedy
A
movie.
Thanksgiving
Comedy movie with we were just talking.
Is it with? It's not with.
We were just talking about him because he just made a comeback in a Netflix movie.
Eddie Murphy.
It is Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, that's
movie.
what I was gonna say.
It is an Eddie Murphy movie.
I might know it then.
It's Trading Places.
Trading Places.
Yes,
That's what. Yes.
The best comedy.
You always do quote from that movie,
right? And it's Thanksgiving.
I have to say, when it comes to like American classics. My parents were just like, but we're like really Dominican, right? So like these classics didn't make it to DR necessarily.
You're a grown up right now.
I'm not holding myself accountable for this.
Listen, you're a grown up. You should be watching them right now.
Well,
as an
now
adult
I'm gonna have to run home and watch it.
You don't have to watch it because I'm going to tell you the whole movie right now. Okay,
Perfect.
so Eddie Murphy gets arrested and he's in jail, and then there's this
on Thanksgiving.
Right on Thanksgiving Eve, and this is before that he trades places and becomes a rich dude. This is when he's like a poor scamming dude.
Right.
And he gets
I'm
arrested.
supposed to know this movie.
And he gets arrested, and there's this big dude in the jail cell with him, and he says, maybe I'm paraphrasing because I haven't seen the movie in a while, and he says, weren't you the dude who was bragging about your limousine, and now you're crying like a baby? You should have, and now, wait a second, I gotta get the line, and it's not too funny being a jive turkey this close to Thanksgiving, or not too smart being a jive turkey this close to Thanksgiving, so every time we have turkey, I always think of that line. It's not too smart. Being a jive turkey.
Thank you for that.
Being a jive turkey
story.
this close to Thanksgiving. Vanessa Contreras, Yonathan Elias. Before I say hello to the squad,
Yep.
what are your Thanksgiving plans?
Ooh.
Thanksgiving plans. Great family dinner. More than likely hosted by my abuelo, my grandfather.
Oh, very nice.
So it's going to be warm and cozy and simple. Just family dinner.
Mine will definitely be warm because I will be in California.
Nice.
As usual with my family.
Near Whittier, California.
Well, Orange County now.
Orange
I went
County.
to high school near Whittier.
You went to high school near Whittier, California.
But we don't live there anymore.
You don't live there anymore. You're like, did you move on up?
Yes.
You did.
Yes, the family definitely did.
He said, Orange County?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. While I screwed up the entire Eddie Murphy line, ruined the whole first 5 minutes of our show, screwing up the Eddie Murphy line, I got to say hello to the squad.
Yeah.
Squad
Peace
up.
Ann Asinobi says, squad up family. Dawn Harriet, Tracy Haynes, Marcella McCullough, how are you? Lisa Bling Rose joining us on time today. We didn't say hello to her yesterday because I saw she joined about 10 minutes before the end of the
You're
show.
taking attendance, Uncle Brad.
I take attendance of everybody. Jeff Bosey is here, one and all. He's always around for Thanksgiving cheer. Jessica Levy Joel, always letting Jilly know that we are live.
Always.
She lets Jilly know that we're live because I always go to Jilly. Are we live on Facebook? And she goes, well, Jessica Levy says we are.
You okay?
She is
Thanks for checking
our
in.
woman in the street letting us know that we are live. Melissa Edwards, how are you? Dawn Harriet, squad up. Lisa Brunel, technical difficulties today or what?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, someone
wasn't
caught
our
us.
fault,
We
though.
were trying to not even talk about it. We weren't even going to say anything.
What?
Let's fix.
What's the problem? Oh,
You
because
know
you're
me
blocking
and-
the Spar Bernstein side.
You know me and my
Carol
cats.
Anderson, the Tiger, squad up. Tamika Nelson. Who else we got here? Dane C. Welcome.
Hey.
I love that. Welcome, Dane. How are you?
Yeah.
Squad up. And who'd we forget here? I see the same people saying hello to each other. Rich Kid C. Haven't seen Rich Kid C in a while.
Welcome back.
Cher Webby saying hello to us. And Nina God Pickney on Facebook saying squad up. Dominic Carter, squad up on YouTube. Back it up, Ricky, saying good evening to everybody. Ira Lama.
Your favorite
My
llama.
favorite llama of all time is Ira. Saying hello. Ina Akbar Sabone saying hello. Mama Tarla saying squad up. Joanna Boudou saying hello. Now, some of you like to say hello, and which is fine. It's a lovely, lovely greeting.
Yeah.
Okay? We have no problem with saying hello.
Right.
But on Bradshaw Live, we say squad up.
Yeah.
Say squad
Right?
up.
Squad up. Dominic Carter, he says he's been MIA, but he is back. And Sammy S saying, hi, guys. Tally. She says, I missed you guys. We haven't seen Tally in a while. 29
back.
Super C. How are you? Nikki Williams. And who else we have here? Anthony Bello saying, squad up. It's the best show of our time.
I love that.
It is the best show of our time.
Yep.
Maybe in the 80s or 90s there were better shows, but of
But of
our
our
time
time,
right now,
this is the show.
nobody beats
Right.
the Wiz, right?
Right.
And Yonathan, Yo-Yo, Elias, Vanessa Contreras, please let everybody know what they need to do to share the best show of our time with all their friends and family while I get ready for some schmoozing.
Absolutely. All right, guys. The best show of our time. It's time to join the Brad Squad page. All right. This is the fan page. This is for everybody on Facebook and also everybody on YouTube.
Wait, time out.
I knew you were going to do it.
Time out. It doesn't work, but there we go. Start again now.
All right, guys. Again. So everybody on
It's
Facebook.
so much
and
more effective with this song behind it.
everybody on Facebook and everybody on YouTube, I need you guys to join the Facebook fan page right now, all right? We're going to put the link in the comment section on both YouTube and on Facebook. This is a way to bring everybody together, all right? And what you guys get is you get videos that we won't post on any of those other platforms, and you also get a free incentive. This is the biggest gift that we could give you guys, all right? There's so many social media questions that we get every day, but the guaranteed first 5 will come from those Brad Squad members on the Brad Squad page. So you guys have to join that group. All right, so now for Facebook, we need you guys all to share. All right, we need to share this video to everybody and anybody you can on the platform. Okay, Facebook has been playing around a lot lately. Okay, so let's beat it by sharing this show out to everybody.
Beat the hell out of Facebook. Sometimes
absolutely.
That's what we want to do.
And this is how you do it. Share. So all you have to do is click that little arrow that says share and share it to anybody's page. We can share it in a group, private groups. You guys can look for any group that has anything to do with international culture, immigrants, and actually join that group and let everybody know about it.
By the way, you can share this to any group. That every group has an immigration issue. You could be soccer fans and have an immigration issue.
Yeah.
You could be fans of Eddie Murphy. Somebody has an immigration issue there. Somebody's blocking my face right now. Go back to Yonathan and Vanessa. They're blocking my face.
All right, guys.
Boy, this whiz. He's a whiz. That is for sure.
Okay. Listen. Also, you guys have to put all your questions in the comment section right now. Okay. This is the beginning of the show, so you can't say that we didn't give you no time. I'm telling you right now. Put all your questions in the comment section right now to get a better chance of getting an answer.
They gotta lock it in early,
so we can get
a Circle Brad.
If this is the Academy Awards, they'd say your speech is up. But they're playing the music again now.
Well, there's a lot that we gotta cover. And what are we gonna do on YouTube?
Okay, so on YouTube, Brad Squad, make sure that you subscribe. If you're watching this right now, make sure that you press the subscribe button so that you are always tuned into when we're going live, because we go live every single day at 5:30 ideally. Make sure that you subscribe and you turn on the notification bell, because you need to know everything that's coming up. You can also share this with all of your friends and family by pressing the share button. Nice and simple.
That is right. Now, Vanessa, you know 5:30 is not Bradshaw Live 5:30.
I mean,
right? You realize that already, right? Did we want to beat the hell out of Facebook?
It wasn't on us. I mean, we were all right here, ready to go. 5:30 on the dot, squad.
That's right. And I even said that. I said, notice that we're all sitting in our chairs, ready to go at 5:35.
And then Facebook had other plans.
That's right.
Haters.
If we could just get on the same page, Facebook, we'd appreciate it.
All right, ready?
We're ready.
We're ready for some schmoozing.
Let's schmooze.
Let's schmooze in something. I got the top. The top.
Let's schmooze with Brad, guys.
Schmooze with Brad. Somewhere in the world, there's going to be like a there we go. Now
that's the time.
I cannot schmooze until I see that clock go up in flames. And once that clock goes up in flames, then I know it's schmoozing.
Hit us with the coffee tea, Uncle Brad.
That is right. Meanwhile, a federal judge today ruled, all right, that Donald Trump is not king. That is what the ruling was in federal judge Ketanji Brown Jackson's decision in federal court to compel William McGahn, a former attorney of Donald Trump, to testify both on the Mueller investigation and for the impeachment investigations. Now, McGahn refused to testify, saying the White House instructed him that he is not to testify because of executive privilege. Now, Justice Brown Jackson wrote, however busy or essential a presidential aide might be, and whatever their proximity to sensitive domestic and national security projects, the president does not have the power to excuse him or her from taking an action that the law requires. Simply stated, presidents are not kings. As a matter of fact, we left England because we didn't want a king.
Oh.
We only allow the president to serve 2 terms because we don't want a king.
Yep.
Right.
Everybody gets that except the orange man who thinks he is a king. Now, what's really important about this, decision, it's going to be appealed. So you're not going to get any testimony from McGahn originally. Now, if you remember, McGahn was a big deal in the Mueller report. He was the one who refused to issue a direct order by Donald Trump to fire Mueller and obstruct justice. Now, Trump said he can't testify about any of this. And there was an issue about whether Trump was obstructing justice, and the Republicans say, well, you can't obstruct justice if there was no underlying crime.
Isn't that
and that
always
was
an ongoing question?
That was kind of the thing with the Mueller report. And now the thing with the Ukrainian is, well, since he gave the money, there's no crime. It's only, since you attempted to rob the bank but not rob the bank, there's no crime.
Still a crime.
Since I tried to shoot Yo-Yo but missed because I have a shaky hand.
Attempted murder.
It's attempted murder.
Right.
But Donald Trump, there is no attempted bribery.
Interesting.
What's most important about all of this, though, is it's got to give pause to Rudy Giuliani. It's got to give pause to John Bolton. And it's got to give pause to Mick Mulvaney, who is President Trump's chief of staff. Now, Mick Mulvaney gave an interview on camera that says, yeah, we did a quid pro quo, who cares? This guy admitted it.
Right.
And he is the right-hand man to Donald Trump. But now Trump's not allowing him to testify under oath about it. So, of course, he took that statement back. But it will be part of, as evidence of, a quid pro quo. It just wasn't said under penalties of perjury. They want him to come testify. He won't because Trump is blocking him. But at the same time, Trump says it's a really unfair hearing because we're not allowed to defend ourselves.
How's that even okay?
Exactly. But so now it's got to give pause to Mulvaney. It's got to give pause to Giuliani, who is Trump's personal attorney, who set this whole thing in motion.
Right.
And John Bolton, who was ultimately fired by Donald Trump for basically being against this whole Ukrainian second, foreign policy team. He had a fight with Trump, but Bolton doesn't want to testify until a judge tells him it's okay. Now, the Democrats are saying we're not going to be held up by this. We have enough evidence to impeach Donald Trump right now. Now, Rudy Giuliani went on camera yesterday. And he, on CNN, I think it was CNN, no, on Fox, excuse me.
Okay.
He went on Fox and he kind of gave a little hint to Donald Trump, don't F me over.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. He said in a most recent interview on Fox yesterday or 2 days ago, he says, you can assume that I talk with the president early and often and have a very, very good relationship with him. And all these comments, which are totally insulting, I mean, I've said things written like he's going to throw me under the bus. When they say that, I say he isn't, but I have insurance. A threat, a public threat to Donald Trump that if Rudy Giuliani gets thrown under the bus, and by the way, I have a bet with my brother-in-law that Rudy Giuliani would be in jail in 2 years. And I said this before even this whole Ukrainian thing came out. So now I'm almost ready. I'm almost ready to double down and say 1 year. Okay, but Rudy Giuliani went on TV and said, "Don't throw me under the bus. I got insurance." Now everyone went crazy, and of course he went to Twitter a few hours later and said, "No, I was only joking around." But we know
that ain't no joke.
He was not joking around. He said in Twitter, the statement I made several times of having an insurance policy if thrown under the bus, it's sarcastic and relates to the files in my safe about the Biden family's 4 decades of monetizing of his office. So in a similar comment, by the way, earlier in the month, Giuliani told The Guardian that he has very, very good insurance and all my hospital bills will be paid. He is giving a lot of public notice to Donald Trump that you throw me under the bus, I got the goods on you.
Right.
And we have the video. Let's watch.
And all of these comments, which are totally insulting. Yeah. I mean, I've seen things written like, he's going to throw me under the bus. Right. When they say that, I say, he isn't, but I have insurance.
Okay. Was that sarcastic?
That was not sarcastic.
That wasn't sarcastic, right?
That was a statement.
Yeah.
So to get a little crazier, you know who Devin Nunez is? Devin Nunez. I'm giving you a political quiz.
Here we go.
Vanessa. No. Okay. So Devin Nunez is the lead Republican who was questioning all of the witnesses in the impeachment trial. Okay. He's a Republican from California. He's a jerk. All right. Every time he talks, I think he's a jerk. And he was defending Donald Trump. Not by questioning the validity of the witnesses' statements, their factual allegations against Donald Trump. What he was basically screaming and yelling as part of his 5 minutes of questioning, he wasn't really questioning anybody. He was really just yelling out statements that this is fake news, the media's out to get Donald Trump, this is a circus, nobody heard Donald Trump say anything, and by the way, sir, thank you very much for coming. And never really asked any questions.
Right. Wow.
Okay, and was just basically muddying the water and following through on conspiracy theories that may or may not have any relevance to the impeachment trial, but certainly has no factual basis, at least as reported by all of mainstream media, that Biden, there is no evidence, the government has no evidence, all of the CIA, the national security apparatus of the United States, the State Department, Department of Justice, the Department of Homeland Security, all of the CIA, okay, they're all against Donald Trump. All these deep state people, all the Democrats, they're all against Donald Trump. All these career diplomats, all against Donald Trump, because they're all conspiring against him. And this is what basically Devin Nunez is saying without ever asking a question. Well, it's now come out that Devin Nunez spent nearly $57,000 on a trip to Europe in the spring with his staff to dig up dirt on Joe Biden.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
The figure seems to confirm allegations made by Lev Parnas. Lev Parnas, if you remember, is the Ukrainian-American associate of Rudolph Giuliani who got arrested. And this guy is now singing like a bird.
Of course.
Okay, like I don't know if there is a national bird of the Ukraine,
but it's this guy right here.
If there was a national bird of Ukraine, it would be this guy's face on that bird. So, because this guy says, I'm not going to be the fall guy.
No.
I'm not getting thrown under the bus.
Right.
So, because somebody gets thrown under the bus. I mean, Michael Cohen.
Or someone has to.
Right.
Anyway.
Everyone's Michael Cohen got thrown under the bus for Stormy Daniels.
Right.
Everybody gets thrown out of the bus except Donald Trump.
Right.
So he said Devin Nunez contacted him to dig up dirt on Joe Biden on a debunked theory that somehow the Ukrainians tried to fix the election for Hillary Clinton. And they were behind all the meddling when everybody in the world, in the United States, in the security apparatus of the United States, says it's Russia. So, this is the guy who is the lead prosecutor. It's like the lead prosecutor is in bed with the defendant.
Right.
Okay, that's basically basically
that's
what it is.
That's an excellent analogy.
Can you imagine, Yonathan? Okay, you get framed for robbing a bank. You come up to trial. You say it was Donald Trump who robbed the bank, not me.
Right.
But the prosecutor, not to your knowledge, was robbing the bank with Donald Trump.
Sheesh.
This is basically
It's
basically what is happening here. So I don't know what's going to happen, but when the prosecutors who are investigating the defendant, Donald Trump, is part of this constitutional infringement on Americans' rights.
Right.
This is the rights of Americans to have politicians look out for America's best interests, not their best interests.
Right.
And when they're all in bed together,
Sounds
terrible
messy.
thing. It sounds very messy. Now, wait a second. I have a number 7 I have to read, which I neglected.
Don't
Excuse
skip
me.
7.
Now, each claimed, there were 4 people who went on this trip. They each claimed $14,000 for their visit, which included daily allowances, but it came out to a total of $56,805 for Devin Nunez and 3 associates to go to Ukraine to go dig up dirt on Joe Biden. Now, I have never been to the Ukraine, but I have been to many Eastern European countries. I have also been to Russia. It ain't cost no $56,000.
That's a lot of money.
I'm going to tell you something. You couldn't, if you wanted to, go to the nicest hotel in the Ukraine. Go to the nicest breakfast, lunch, and dinners.
Right.
Okay? You get chauffeured around. You couldn't spend $56,000 in a week if you wanted to.
Right.
So is that what they said? It's in a week. I was just going to ask. In a week or in a month, I thought.
I don't even know if it was in a month or a couple of days, but I don't know how long they were.
It doesn't matter. You're still not spending $57,000.
You couldn't spend it. So who? It was a 4-day trip.
Oh, what? Not even a week.
Who did this money get paid to? Where did they spend this money?
Right.
And they're digging up dirt on Joe Biden that everyone says he didn't do anything wrong. What he did wrong was his son may have gotten a job that he probably didn't deserve because he was he's the son of a vice president, but that's not illegal.
It's not.
Right.
It's not illegal to go hire the son of a vice president. Okay? But now, so everybody goes there to dig up dirt on Joe Biden, and he spends $56,000 of taxpayers' money on what? On what?
On this mission. Don't you know?
I want to see the receipt.
He was on.
Yes.
He was
so
on
now
a mission.
Democrats are calling for an investigation. Parnas says, Lev Parnas, who is the national bird of the Ukraine, says he is willing to testify before Congress about this meeting. Devin Nunez says it's all the corrupt media. This is all made up. I'm not talking. And Parnas says he has text messages from Nunez about this trip because Parnas was the one.
Where are the receipts?
Parnas was the one who set it all up.
That's why he don't want it.
Yeah.
They got to document.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, Donald Trump, he pardoned 2 birds today. It's been happening for Thanksgiving since 1989. George Bush the first was the first president to pardon 2 turkeys. This year, the birds were pardoned there's actually George Jr. But his father was the first one to pardon the turkeys. This year, the turkeys that got pardoned names were bread and butter. We have a video of Donald Trump pardoning the turkeys. If anybody has ever seen a pumpkin pardoning a turkey before, you would want to watch this. Watch this. Nobody's ever seen a pumpkin pardon a turkey before.
We're about to.
Have you ever seen that happen?
I'm about to.
We don't have the video, so nobody will ever see a pumpkin pardon a turkey.
Yeah.
You know, it ain't funny being a jive turkey. This close to Thanksgiving. All right, now I will read to you what the pumpkin said. He says, thankfully, bread and butter have been specially raised to remain calm under any condition, which will be very important because they've already received subpoenas to appear in Adam Schiff's basement on Thursday. True, hundreds of people have. It seems that Democrats are accusing me of being too soft on turkey, but bread and butter, I should note that unlike previous witnesses, you and I have actually met. And that's Donald Trump's, that's his defense, that all these people, he doesn't know who they are. He never knows who anybody is. Ever. They're his best friends. They're always in pictures with him. And then as soon as they turn against him, I've never seen that guy before in my life.
Skip his mind.
Yep.
Right? Always skips his mind.
How convenient.
Now, meanwhile, he did a nice thing today.
Oh, let's hear about that.
You have to applaud a pumpkin when a pumpkin does a nice deed. Okay? But one nice deed doesn't outweigh all the millions of nasty, disgusting...
Not so nice deeds.
Not so nice deeds he's done. But today he signed into law, which I think is really nice, the Preventing Animal Cruelty and Torture Act, which is called the PACT Act. And what it does is it is now a crime, a federal crime. It's never been a federal crime before. It is now a federal crime. I want to read the exact. It's now a crime to purposely crush, burn, drown, suffocate, impale, or otherwise subject serious bodily injury to any animal, including insects. And
Oh, wow.
And what this is all about is apparently somewhere on the dark corners and edges of the internet. I've never seen this because it would make me very sad. There are videos of people torturing and crushing animals.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and so now they want to put an end to this.
Oh, wow.
So if anybody were to do anything that is mean to an animal, they can now be facing a federal felony. So I have to applaud a pumpkin when a pumpkin does something nice.
Yeah, for sure.
Doesn't pardon him for his other million things.
I wish they would do the same.
He's nicer to animals than immigrants and people.
I was just going to say that.
He's nicer to animals than immigrants.
At least we know he has a heart.
No, he doesn't have a heart. I think it was just put on his desk.
Staged, right? Yeah.
Staged and put on his desk.
For sure. That'll distract us for a little bit from Ukraine.
And I'm going to tell you why in a second. Why this was staged. I'm going to tell you why in a second. But let me first tell you about the exemption. Let me tell you about the exemption. There's an exemption for agriculture and veterinary practices, slaughtering animals for food, trapping and fishing, pest control, medical and scientific research, and anything necessary to protect the life or property of a person. Now, if you are found guilty of cruelty to animals now, under federal law, you can face up to 7 years in prison. Now, Jill says in my ear that I did not know this, but animal abuse is a sign of somebody who would commit domestic violence.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did. Okay.
I can see how that could be a psyche thing.
Yeah.
For sure.
Now, I will tell you why Donald Trump could care less about animals. Today, Donald Trump, it's too much Donald Trump. Yesterday, it's too much Donald Trump, but it's in my cards. He honored Conan, the hero dog, at the White House. In a huge White House ceremony, he gave the Presidential Medal of Honor to Conan, the hero dog. He's the guy who chased down the leader of ISIS in Syria, and the leader of ISIS in Syria blew himself up before Conan, the hero dog, could capture him. And ISIS said it's the ISIS leader, what's his name? Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi.
That's exactly it.
That is exactly his name.
Great.
He decided to blow himself up and kill himself rather than be captured by Conan, the hero dog. Now, why we know Donald Trump could care less about dogs, that during the entire ceremony, he never looked once at Conan, the hero dog. Mike Pence was petting him the whole time, though. Mike Pence is an animal lover. Trump's not. And that's what we learned. But he staged this also. All part of, you know what, I'm a nice, warm, fuzzy guy.
Right.
Somebody who loves animals, that's somebody you want to vote for.
Yeah, you can't hate that guy.
You can't hate a pumpkin who loves animals. So, finally, we'll skip that. We'll skip that. We're going to skip this one, too. Yes, because it is Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And the TSA has given out some Thanksgiving information when you fly on the plane.
I'm going to need this for tomorrow.
Yes, this is a handy tip, Yo-Yo.
All right.
When you fly to California, they will allow people to bring fully cooked holiday turkeys on the plane with them. They will not be asked to take their turkey out of their suitcase and leave it in the garbage bin with the water bottle. The water bottle still has to be left, but your fully cooked turkey will go through the X-ray machine.
I won't have a fully cooked
turkey.
turkey.
Your fully cooked turkey can go through the X-ray machine, and you can bring your fully cooked turkey on the plane, but only on Wednesday and Thursday. After that, if you want to bring the leftovers, if you didn't finish your turkey, and you want to bring it back,
but you can bring food though.
No, but if you want to bring back your turkey, you can't.
No,
you can't bring food through TSA.
You can bring food through TSA.
I like crackers though.
But you cannot bring a fully cooked turkey in a big tray on a plane. They're going to say, "Excuse me, Dr. Yo-Yo, but your water bottle and your fully cooked turkey, the water bottle, the fully cooked turkey, they all have to be left behind."
Yeah, I won't be bringing a fully cooked turkey.
The TSA said on its website, "Who are we kidding? We know you always travel with extra room in your carry-on just in case you need to transport the Thanksgiving piece de resistance. So fear not, the cooked avian creature can tag along in your carry-on at the airport." But this is only for Thanksgiving. So Yonathan, please make sure you finish the turkey because you will not be allowed back on Sunday in the plane to return it.
I could have sworn it was roasting in the oven already.
And finally,
it's all good.
finally, do you know what Movember is?
Movember.
I know about No Shave November.
Yes,
I was going to take it there too.
That is No Shave November.
Okay.
Correct. So Movember is No Shave November, and people are doing it because they're just being lazy not to shave, but they're also doing it for charity and to bring awareness to men's health issues. So men are not shaving for the month to bring men's health issues to the forefront, and November, it marks the time also for the 2019 National Beard and Mustache Championship.
Wow.
And this year the competition is supporting 3 charities. It's all part of the Movember mustache and beard growing competition. They are supporting Oscar Mike, a foundation supporting injured veterans, Paws of Tinley Park, a no-kill animal shelter, and Together We Cope, a homelessness prevention agency. And we have a whole bunch of pictures. And what we're going to do, Vanessa, I'm going to ask you which hairy man you would vote for as the mustache of the year. You like octopus guy on the left, or do you like I'm going to stab you with my mustache guy on the right?
I think I'm going to go with the left. There's a lot more commitment there. A lot of patience.
There is a lot more commitment about octopus guy.
Yep.
I don't know what he calls himself, but that's what I'm calling himself. Okay, so here we have we have tentacle guy on the right. We have, I guess he's a clown guy in the middle. Peacock
he's a peacock guy,
Peacock guy, and on the left, I don't know.
He's like a hardware dude.
What is he? He's like
you see how there's
guy.
A wrench. Yep.
He's wrench man.
And the ends of his mustache
which
are
one
like
do
a
you
wrench.
like? Which one would you feel most comfortable having a dinner with?
Oof.
Okay, because now think about it. You know, there's food involved here. You got to eat, not get nauseous looking at the person.
Right.
And also think about the food that could get caught in their mustaches and beards.
Interesting. In which case I'm going to, even though I think he looks really cool, I'm eliminating the peacock guy. I don't need feathers in my appetizers or my soup. And again, it seems like the guy on the right is working a little harder.
Which one? The guy on the right?
Yeah, with the fence on his neck.
All right. So do we have any other pictures of mustaches? What is this guy?
What the hell?
What the heck is that guy?
What?
He has fake ears and...
These are some abstract
Very abstract people. I mean, you got to work very hard on that, right?
Yeah.
Look how, that guy's scary. He looks like Charles Manson.
Yeah, that's...
Right? He's like Charles Manson, dude.
Right? That is cool, though.
Yeah. So any event, that is November. It is beards and mustaches. Yonathan, Yo-Yo, Elias, Vanessa Contreras. It is 6:30 on the dot.
Yeah.
Which means we have to do one thing, which is answer immigration questions. But before we do that, please let everybody know what they need to do.
Absolutely. All right. Let's get the music going.
Mr. Wiz. There we go.
There we go. All right, what we need you guys all to do right now on Facebook is start your watch party.
Yep.
You already know we do this every day at this time. You know how to do it. If you don't, I'm going to tell you right now. You see this graphic right up here with Jilly's hand. Yes, you click share. You click host a watch party, and it sends it straight to your page. All right, you are the hostess with the mostest. You get to tell all your friends and family what your favorite show is about. Tell them to come into the main stage in the main comments and introduce them to the Brad Squad. Let them know that this is a family affair and also that we help people all over the world.
Yes, we do.
So make sure you let them know to start a watch party as well. I'm going to tell you guys again how to do it.
Yep.
Click share. A couple options down says host your watch party. Click host your watch party, start your watch party, and it goes right to your profile. And what are we going to do on YouTube?
On YouTube, we are going to subscribe. If you're watching right now and you have yet to subscribe to our channel, please make sure that you subscribe and, of course, give us a thumbs up. You have no idea how much that helps us out. And share. You have to let people know that we're giving amazing information here, things that you probably wouldn't get anywhere else, and you all have to tune in. And I want to see watch parties. Are we keeping track of this?
I know. I need to see y'all actually say in the comment section that you started your watch party, all right?
Yep.
You know how to do it? Tell them how to do it.
So here we go. We're going to share. You're going to select watch party, and you are going to write what we have going on here on The Brad Show. Let everyone know. This is one of the most informative shows on the web, and you and everyone around you needs to know what's up. So make sure you start your watch party, and like you said, Yo-Yo, the hostess with the mostest, let's see who's starting their watch parties. I'm going to be checking this out.
I'm checking as well. I'm checking. I ain't seen nobody that said they started a watch party.
I'm going to start responding, but you need to start your watch party on Facebook, team, because Brad is about to give so much information answering these immigration questions, and you never know who this might help.
Absolutely. All right, guys, so this is what you guys have been waiting for. This is where you guys call in with all of your questions and get answers to your immigration questions.
All right. This is where you get answers to your immigration questions.
I'm just going to hold this
Just
off.
in case Somebody wasn't listening.
You got to hold the smile.
Hold the smile. So, there we go. There we go. This is where we get answers.
From Brad.
From Brad. To your immigration question.
There you go.
To your immigration question.
From Brad.
From Brad.
Brad's our guy.
There we go. Hello. All right, let's go to Mary in Los Angeles. Okay, Wiz, cut the music, Wiz. There.
Hello.
Mary, how are you, my dear?
Good, how are you?
Good, what's going on?
Yeah, I just have a few questions because, like, I have a car accident last time, just this month, actually, at fault, with no insurance, and the person, I'm just there, like, the person went to the hospital just to check. So my question is that it might be, like, end up being a misdemeanor, and then a suspension of driver's license. Mm-hmm. So is this going to affect my processing of citizenship for good moral?
It very well. Any arrest does. Driving without insurance, having a conviction for it, would affect good moral character. It's highly unlikely it's a crime of moral turpitude that would make you a deportable alien, and even if as a green card holder, and it's even more unlikely that if it was a crime of moral turpitude, that it wouldn't be anything more than a petty offense. But I would actually have to look at the law to see what it is that you were found guilty of. But it certainly does affect good moral character, driving without insurance. And you're going to have to be able to show that, you are otherwise a person of good moral character. But if you ask, will it affect? Absolutely.
Oh, okay. So I cannot file my citizenship.
No,
then?
I didn't say you could not file it. What I said is it affects it. So if you have something that may affect your citizenship, number one, you can't, if you have a pending criminal case right now, you cannot file your citizenship. You have to see what happens with it. Number two, let's assume it's resolved, and you would need to come with evidence to say, even though this shows I'm not a person of good moral character, I have all this evidence, this huge thing of evidence that says I am a person of good moral character. So you would have to rebut that presumption. Maybe you're not charged with a crime. If you're not charged with a crime, then it's irrelevant.
Oh, okay. So basically, it can also boil out to the point to the criminal case. Then it's not a civil case.
If it's a traffic violation, then that's one thing. If it is a criminal case, that's something else. I don't know what happened, and I don't know how they're treating it out in California. I don't know what they would be charging you with.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I think maybe you probably need a consultation, and you also need an insurance broker. You need both. Hold on one second. All right, you need to get insurance if you drive. Yeah. But you also need a consultation. It really comes down to, how would I know what she's being charged with? I would have to see if it's criminal, traffic violation, or nothing.
Right.
We don't know. All right, let's go to Diane in New York. Diane, I hear a little feedback. Diane.
I hear her.
Okay.
Hello.
How are you, Diane?
I'm okay. I'm asking my question is, you have a stroke interview, and my husband is supposed to do and prep surgery for that day. What can we do about it?
If your husband's going to be hospitalized on the day of the interview, bring a letter from the doctor or the hospital saying he has been admitted to a hospital and cannot attend, and they will reschedule it.
Okay, should I bring it before or on the same day?
Bring it on that day.
Okay, all right, thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Let's go to Sophia in Belle Glade, Florida. Sophia.
Hi, good afternoon.
How are you?
Good night, sorry. My question is, my husband put in a petition for me in last year, November, and April of this year, the 30th, I had my interview, and a week later, they requested more information, which we sent in.
What was the information that they requested?
Information about my husband's job.
For an affidavit support issue?
No, they just wanted to see, because he works with the sugar company. He works 6 months on, 6 months off. So they wanted to make sure what he was earning.
Okay, yeah, for affidavit support issues. Okay, so then you did that.
Right. And we never heard back from them. So in September.
How long has it been now?
It's the 30th of April. We had the interview. A week later.
June,
so
July, August. So you're about 5-6 months into it.
Right. So back in September, my dad passed in Jamaica, and I went in. I scheduled an InfoPass appointment. I went in, and I wanted an emergency travel document. They told me they could give it to me, but I must bear in mind that I'm out of status, and that could mean if I go, upon my return, I wouldn't be let back in the country, and then my husband would have to do it all over.
That's not true. That's not true.
Yeah, that's what they told me.
If you have a pending adjustment and you have advanced parole and you leave with a pending adjustment and you stay out of the country for a short period of time, by law, they have to let you back in.
Yeah, the officer told me that I would be out of status,
your officer lied to you and prevented you from going to your father's funeral. What a terrible thing.
Yeah, and then, oh my God, I lost my chain of thought. I'm sorry. They told me that they brought the case to the attention of the officer that was handling it, and I still haven't heard anything from them from September.
I think they've been violating your rights by not making a decision after 6 months. They did a terrible thing to you by telling you can't travel to your father's funeral. I would suggest filing a mandamus, or at least what's called a pre-litigation mandamus, which is a threat of here's a lawsuit coming down your throat or approve my case, one or the other. But I think at this point that's what you would require. If you need help, you can hold on 1 second about that. Let's go to Prince in Staten Island, New York. Prince.
Hello?
Hey.
Hello?
Prince.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This Prince.
I know it's Prince.
Calling from.
I know it's Prince. I know it's Prince. What's your question?
Yeah, this Prince calling from Staten Island. Sorry, I wanted to ask. What's the implication if someone failed a green card interview 2 times? That is, one on normal interview and the second one on stroke interview. What would be the implication?
Your adjustment application's denied. They'll put you in deportation. And perhaps if you did terrible on your Stokes interview, they may even charge you with marriage fraud.
With what?
Marriage fraud.
Mm.
So the implication is you're denied, most likely being put in deportation. And if you failed your Stokes miserably, they could even charge you with marriage fraud. There's 3 implications there.
Okay, but what if they put someone on deportation? What can someone do?
I don't know anything about their case. If you are out of status, and you're in deportation, there's only 3 things you can do. One is say, don't deport me, I'm eligible for my green card, and prove it's a real marriage, or maybe you're in a new marriage, or maybe it's an abuse case, but somehow prove you're eligible for your green card immediately. 2, apply for cancellation of removal for a non-U.S. citizen, prove you've been here for 10 years, there'd be hardship to your family, and you're a person of good moral character, or prove you've been here for 3 years, and you're an abused spouse, or some sort of application that your life's in danger if you have to go back home, whether it's asylum, Convention Against Torture, withholding of removal. Those are everybody's options. What is your particular option? What should you do? I don't know. I don't know anything about your case. I think you need a consultation.
Maybe.
Hold on.
Sorry, on asylum or on what? Come again.
There's asylum, there's withholding of removal, there's Convention Against Torture. They're all similar in the sense that my life's in danger if I go home. They all require different levels of legal analysis to determine whether or not you can apply and get approved on any of those type of cases. So hold on one second. All right, hold on. Let's go to Stassi in Brooklyn, New York. Stassi.
To the dramatic rescue. Hi, Brad. Good
Stassi.
evening. Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
My question is, okay, my husband petitioned for me in October. I did my biometrics and everything, but we did not send in the medical. However, I got a courtesy letter yesterday saying that it's basically saying that I didn't send it in, and I must not send it in at this point.
Right. You bring it to the
bring it to the
interview.
Okay, so
what's your question?
Okay, I'm just wondering if that's the problem.
No, you did everything right. You'll bring it to the interview, and everything's okay.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much.
Not a problem at all. Enjoy watching your background television show. She was watching something else. So loud. But she was watching something else.
Maybe her kid was watching something else.
No, it sounded very adult-like in the background. It didn't sound any cartoonish to me.
It didn't sound like you.
Didn't sound like me. She was watching a different TV show and says, I'm just going to hold on for the free call. Let's go. I saw. Let's go. Elsie in Washington, D.C. Elsie.
Yes. Hi, Brad.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I've been standing here out of the metro because I was worried that if I catch the metro, I will miss you.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, it's cold. I'm sorry. All right, let's help you. Let's help you, Elsie. What's going on?
Yes. Yes, I have my friend. She filed for political asylum, and then she was put in deportation. And her husband is totally disabled. He filed I-130 for her, and the I-130 was approved in September.
Right.
And she's in ICE supervision, and she filed with the Board of Immigration Appeal to have her case reopened. But she's worried because it has been almost a year now. She want to know how long it takes the board to make a decision, and if she have any chance.
I don't know if she has a chance. The best chance she would have is if she did it as a joint motion with the trial attorney's office. Because if you get the trial attorney's office, those are like basically the district attorneys for immigration, to agree to reopen the case, then the government, all the sides say, let's open it, then the Board of Immigration Appeals will open it. Otherwise, if she just made the motion without getting consent from the trial attorneys or permission from the trial attorneys, the Board of Immigration Appeals will most likely not reopen it unless they are legally obligated to do so. So I don't know what their legal obligation to do so would be, unless the motion to reopen was done within 90 days of a final decision by a judge. I don't know.
I think it's back in 2005 that she filed, but the husband got disabled in 2015. He's totally disabled now. That's why he filed for her.
What do you mean by desirable? What do you mean desirable?
Disabled.
Oh, disabled.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that is certainly a sympathetic factor that maybe the trial attorney should take into account to join you in the motion to reopen. So you need them. Hold on one second. It's not the Board of Immigration Appeals. You need the TAs to agree. So hold on one second. Let's go to Stephan in Kansas City, Missouri. Stephan.
Hey, what's up, bro? How you doing?
Good. What's going on?
I'm all right, man. So I know you receive a lot of compliments, man, on your show, but you're doing a great job, you and your staff.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Man, well done, man. So I have a quick question. I did my biometrics on November 22nd.
Right.
And actually 2 questions. And I was wondering, how long it's going to take before I receive my work permit.
Well, it's generally about 5 months from the time you filed. That's what.
I'm sorry, I filed in October.
So October, November, December, January. By January, February.
All right, sounds good. My second question is, look, to be honest with you, being in this environment, especially when you're not American.
Right.
My wife is a U.S. citizen, and we've been having a lot of back and forth. We've been married for 5 years.
Sure.
And the fact that I came to the States, it's more like, what, I'm American, you don't have any rights, I can do whatever I want, I can kick you out, stuff like that. So, we've been having a lot of arguments in front of the kids, bad environment. So what happened 2 days ago, I called the cops, and they came over to our house, and they actually, really talked to us about, all right,
why'd you call the cops?
I mean, like, it was just, it was just toxic,
Right.
just being in that environment, and, And I feel like she was training me a little bit.
Right.
Like, if you don't do this, you know, you have to go based on that kind of philosophy where people here believe.
I understand what you're saying, because you're in a position where the U.S. citizen has the ultimate power over you until you get your green card. And
that's just crazy.
That power is, I can withdraw the case
Man, that's crazy. And you know what? To be honest with you, I know a lot of folks, they're probably going through the same thing I'm going through. And I'm just like, you know, because for a green card, I'm not supposed to stay in a nasty environment. You understand what I mean?
But now also that's why they have the VAWA cases, which is the abuse cases. And it could be physical abuse or, in your particular case, extreme emotional abuse. And if you
in my particular case, you know why it's hard actually to file for the VAWA? You know, we have kids involved and all that. And, you know, it's a lot into it. So what happened is,
it's a lot because you don't want to break up the marriage because of your kids, I guess.
Exactly. You know what? I care about the kids and all that, so it's pretty tough. So what happened is this. So when the cops they came, you know, they kind of behave like they are counselors. So they start talking to us. So you guys should do this. And we were very polite, and they really appreciate the fact, we communicate with them without yelling and stuff. And they laugh and they say, best luck to you guys. I know you guys can work it out. So that's the type of conversation they had with us.
Okay.
And I was wondering, because I filed for my adjustment status, will it affect my adjustment status?
No.
Or not?
No, because you don't have it. You weren't arrested.
Right.
So it's perfectly fine.
But, man, I'm telling you, man, this is just stressful. Like, the time, you have to wait.
Why don't you go speak to a marriage counselor?
I mean, we try everything. We try everything. But the fact that, I'm here, because my wife and I will leave overseas for a while.
You're calling the cops to be your marriage counselor. Okay?
I mean, not really. I actually called them.
You called them because it was toxic and you needed a referee to break you guys up.
Right,
okay?
Right. That's correct.
That's what a marriage counselor does. They say, here's my card. If you're having a problem, call me at, 8 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night. It's not the cops. Right. You need a marriage counselor or a therapist or a pastor, somebody to be in the middle and referee you and get you back on track. Because
which is fine
otherwise,
because
cops aren't going to do it. And if you just stay there and I hear your pain, I hear it. Okay.
Right, man. Look, and you know what? The cops would talk to me and it was like, you know what? A lot of people, they go through the same issues, right?
That's right.
Like, especially when you're not from here.
That's right.
But what he told me, he said, look, it's not because you're not from here that you don't have any rights. I mean, like, that's what, your wife trying to fool you maybe, but it's not happening at all. It's not because you're from another country that you come here that you don't have rights.
No, you have rights.
He was very clear with that. And, actually really helped to settle the situation down. But you have to I know a lot of folks are going through that.
You have to understand something, though, Stephan. Okay?
Right.
If you and your wife are just going to go there every day and do the same thing every day, you're just going to get more and more unhappy. You really need somebody. You need somebody to be able to step in. And, the job of a marriage counselor is to not say, you're right, Stephan, she's wrong, or she's right, you're wrong, Stephan, because there's right and wrong on both sides. I'm sure there's never anybody who's 100% right and somebody 0% wrong. The issue is always in marriages that break up. You're fighting over one of two things. Either money.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you fight over money, money's money. You can't, that's what it is. Or you're fighting because the other person is not empathetic to your feelings. Okay.
Right.
And vice versa. You're just not hearing each other. You're not empathetic to how you're feeling. And the marriage counts. If it's money, either you win the lottery or you guys are going to fight over money for the rest of your lives. If it's you're not being empathetic with each other, you're not understanding how the other person feels, you're not listening to each other, you're talking through each other. That's how a marriage counselor helps you. And
I feel that we have a lot of like the culture issues and stuff, because I don't believe in these happy wife, happy life, because you know what? I mean, everybody has to be happy, not just one side. And
that is that is very true. But I also subscribe.
I'm going at it all the time.
Okay. There's a lot of theories. Happy wife, happy life. Yep. You could also subscribe to the theories. Don't sweat the small stuff. Don't get triggered over small things. Expect your wife is going to, every day, for example, my friend says to me, You know what? Every day my wife wakes up and she is just really, really cranky. And as soon as I say something to her, she jumps down my throat. And we used to fight all day long. And you know what I learned? You know what I learned? I don't talk to her for the first hour. Okay? This is what he said to me. I don't talk to her. And she goes and does her thing, and she goes to the bathroom. I go use the bathroom downstairs. There's 2 bathrooms in the house. And we see each other in an hour. We're happy. You just give everybody, their thing.
I think I have to start doing that.
So he said, you know what? Every day I know she's going to wake up cranky. Okay? So why am I going to have a fight with her? I know she's waking up cranky. So either I don't sweat the small things or I'm going to keep fighting with her. It's one or the other. So, I mean, I'm not a marriage counselor. I'm just, giving you my 2 cents.
Right. No, I really appreciate it, man. I really appreciate it.
All right.
But look, man, I love to you guys. You guys are amazing. I'm telling you, man. I love you guys.
All right, thank you very much.
And keep doing what you're doing, all right?
Thank you. All right.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, so that was my Dr. Phil moment.
No, absolutely.
Right?
Great.
Okay.
That was amazing.
You did great.
Thank you very much. Now, if I could only listen to my own damn advice, I would.
Working on it.
I'm very good at giving out advice. I don't follow my own advice.
That part.
You're going to have to watch this over later tonight.
That's right. I'm going to be like, damn it. Ooh, let me watch my advice. All right, let's go to Barbara in Naples. Barbara.
Hi, Brad.
Hi, how are you?
I'm not so good.
What's going on?
I have a problem. I have a son that came to the United States from 2002.
Right.
And now he's on his way to Chrome. Is there anything I can do about it?
He's gone his way to jail.
To Chrome, to the
immigration detention.
The ICE detention center.
Why?
Because what happened, he was arrested for prowling, something like that.
For what?
And then they throw the case out.
He was arrested for what?
Prowling.
Crawling?
Yeah, if I say correctly.
Prowling.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So breaking and entering.
And they throw the case out, and then afterward,
does he have a green card?
No, you don't. You don't have no documentation.
So the case was dismissed. He's been here since 2002, and they throw the case
Correct.
out. Does he have any criminal record?
What he have a record from it was we used to go to juvenile. I think he go there like 2 times.
Right.
So I don't know if they're going to deport him or what's going to happen to him.
Well, I can tell you if he's out of status, he's getting deported. And I think it was Prince from Staten Island who said to me, if I'm in deportation, what do I do? And you can only do one of 3 things. And I'm going to tell you the same thing. If you're out of status, you got 3 choices if you're in deportation. To beat it and stay here with a green card. 1, don't deport me. I'm eligible for my green card today, and that would be through marriage usually, but it could be other things. It could be abuse, but generally it's through marriage. But there could be other ways you can be eligible for your green card. 2, don't deport me. I've been here for 10 years. I'm a person of good moral character. But he's going to have trouble with that because he's got the prowling, which is the breaking and entering, the 2 juvies, and who knows what else. Or don't deport me. My life's in danger if I go home, and that's going to be like an asylum claim.
Oh, he's never been. He was born in. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
He was born in the Bahamas. He never been out of the country. He came here. He came here when he was 9 months old.
Okay, how old is he now?
He just turned 18.
So how come he never did DACA?
You know what? I didn't really understand about it. I don't know much about it.
How come he doesn't do a SIJ, Special Juvenile Immigrant?
Okay.
There's
a lot of things
where's
goes
his
on.
father?
In Jamaica.
Okay, so guess what? You can go into court, become his legal guardian, and then prove that it's not in his best interest because he's a minor to be deported back to his home country to be with his father, who most likely abandoned him because he's been here since he was 9, and do a SIJ if he doesn't have a criminal record. There's lots of things you could do. That goes back to, don't deport me, I'm eligible for my green card today. But you got to do the right things. So hold on 1 second, Barbara. Okay, hold on. All right, let's go to Francis in Miami, Florida. Francis.
Hello?
Francis. Hello, Francis. Francia, excuse
me. My name is Francia.
Francia, my apologies. Francia.
Yes, it's okay.
Yes.
My question is, I came in the U.S. On a K2 visa. I don't know if you know what is it. It's a K2 visa.
K2
My
visa
dad
is the
was on a K1.
It's a child of a fiance.
Yes.
So you came up under 21 years old.
Before, I was 19.
Okay.
19. So I never tried for adjustment, and then now I'm 24, and I'm married to a U.S. citizen, and I would like to know if I can if I for adjustment to my marriage. I don't know.
Good question. What the law generally says is if you come up on a K1 visa, you can only get your green card through marriage to that person. K2 doesn't have that same requirement. So I've never seen anything that says a K2 visa can't adjust through a marriage if they didn't get their green card through the step parent. So yes, the answer is yes.
You said
can. So hold on one second. Can, because I'm just going through logically.
Mm-hmm.
Can't do it if you come up on a K1 visa, and you have to get your green card through that marriage. You come up on a K2, there is no marriage. You're a step parent. You're a stepchild. So if you get married, it's fine. You could adjust. Let's go to Bolu in Queens. Bolu.
Hi, Brad.
How are you?
Hi, I'm good. Yes, I did my interview in first week in March this year.
What happened?
First week. I did my interview first week in March.
You did an interview in March?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't hear anything from them till August when they sent a notice of intent to deny that they said the death certificate of my late husband, the one I submitted was not recognized. I need to get another one from my country.
Okay.
And they're giving me 30 days to do that.
Okay.
And I submitted it 2 weeks after, and which was in September 20th. And up till now, there's been no information from them. And what I have on my status is that your interview is completed and your case needs to be reviewed.
You submitted the proper death certificate now?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so then wait 120 days. If there's still no answer, 120 days from the time you submit the death certificate, then contact me.
Okay. I can contact the office as well. If
120 days from the day you submitted the death certificate.
Okay. Then if there's nothing, can I contact your office
then
too?
That's when I can help you.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Okay. All right. Let's see what we have here. In today's, by the way, we're going to get back to some more immigration questions in a second. But in today's Spar Bernstein, Attorney Close-Up, immigration attorneys Shannon, Laguerre-Maingrette, and Jenny Kim tell us about their immigration stories. Let's watch.
Well, my family came to the United States in 1985 when I was still very young. My family is from South Korea. That's where I was born. I was born in South Korea, but the United States is my home, particularly New York, because this is where I have spent the majority of my life. We were able to come to the United States as green card holders based on a petition that my grandfather had filed on my dad's behalf as a married child, which falls under the F3 preference category. I mean, that was in 1985, so the waiting periods were not as long as they are now, and my grandfather was able to come to the U.S. as a result of his oldest daughter filing for him when she became a U.S. citizen, and she actually obtained her permanent residency after she started working as a nurse here.
My family is from the Republic of Haiti. It's a small island in the Caribbean. So for example, one of the reasons that I got into immigration law is because I was living in Miami. There were a lot of Haitians coming in on boats, also a lot of Cubans coming in on boats also. So basically, the Haitians actually needed representation. So I go into the detention centers and do know your rights presentations in Creole because I do speak Creole. And then at that point, basically, I represented them in court. A lot of them were able to win their asylum cases. So it was one of a very satisfying time in my life, knowing that I was able to give back in a way to my culture, my family, and I know that I made my grandma proud doing that. So basically, my mom and my dad came in the 70s, and they met each other here and fell in love and got married. My dad went into the military as soon as possible, and then afterwards we became a U.S. citizen and petitioned for my mom. Then at that point, basically, my mom petitioned for my grandma. She came here, and now basically everyone is here, actually. I don't have any family back in Haiti. We do go back on vacation. My husband is also Haitian, and so that's our background.
All right, Facebook family, we need you guys to continue to do your watch parties. All right, so this is a very important thing to do because you actually are taking this video and putting it on your profile. So in order to do that, all you have to do is click the little share button where the arrow shows pointing to the right, and it'll say start a watch party right under it, and it will tell you how many friends you have online. Literally every single one of those friends will get a notification of you starting a watch party. I've already got some of my friends that are in the Brad Squad that have started the watch party. They didn't say it in the comment section, but I did see it in my notifications. So you guys keep on doing that. Start your watch party. And what are we gonna do on YouTube?
We need a few more hosts. So those watch parties, we'll see what gets going. And if you're watching us from YouTube, have you subscribed? Make sure you subscribe. You should be subscribing to our channel as well as giving us a thumbs up. And you can also share on YouTube. You are gonna press the share button. You can create a post and tag everybody that you want to catch the Brad Squad. They have to join the Brad Squad.
You turn that great thumb to a blue thumb.
Yeah.
Right? Turn that great thumb to a blue thumb.
All those thumbs up.
Right. All right, so let's go back and finish our questions. I have Mel, Mr. Wiz. There we go. I have Mel from Brooklyn. Mel.
Hello, good evening.
How are
I'm so happy to get through.
Okay, what's going on?
I'm okay. I'm good. I would like to know, I have I-360 and also the I-485, okay?
Right.
It's no more longer pending. They said that correspondence received and I will get a decision in 120 days.
Right.
So my question is, should I go ahead and renew my work permit?
Yes, because there's no guarantee you'll get a decision in 120 days.
Oh, okay. So I need a consultation.
All right, hold on one second. Let's go to George, all the way in Germany. Oh, wow. George. George.
Hi, Brad.
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm calling you from Germany.
Yes.
I'm a fan of your show.
Thank you.
I appreciate your work.
Appreciate it. Where in Germany are you?
I'm in Hanover.
Where's that? Where's that near? What major city? Hanover. Oh, Hanover, Germany. I've heard of that.
Hanover, yeah.
Okay, yes. Okay, fine. All right, so what's going on?
Actually, my mother lived in Chicago since now is 6 years for now.
Okay.
And she already applied for me, which is unmarried over 21.
Got it.
Son. Yeah.
When did she apply for you?
2013.
Oh, so you should be eligible for your green card soon.
She has a green card.
No, you should be.
Yeah.
Do you have does she have an approved I-130?
I don't know actually because my sister is following the case.
All right.
But 2 months ago.
Yes.
2 months ago, the USCIS asked her for evidence.
What evidence? What evidence?
A request for evidence, a birth certificate.
And you submitted it?
Yeah, the second time. She sent back the second time.
And?
Birth certificate.
And?
But I don't know how long it's going to take.
It should, okay, all right. So assuming she did everything right, immigration should approve the case if they're asking for your birth certificate, and your birth certificate should show that the mother on the birth certificate is your mom who's filing for you. And assuming she did it properly and submitted it with a translation, a certified translation, you should have an approval in your sister's hand or in your mother's hand within 120 days of submitting that birth certificate. Once you get that approval, the case will be transferred to the National Visa Center. Generally takes about 8 weeks. So now we're about 5 months from whenever you submitted the birth certificate. Then you process at the National Visa Center because you're eligible for your green card. The priority dates are current. And that can take anywhere from 3 to 6 months depending on how fast you go. Affidavits of support, fee bills, biographic data, police reports, etc. And then the case will get transferred to Germany, and then you apply for your green card. So hopefully, if all goes well, 1 year from now or less, you're here with a green card.
Okay, one more question.
Yes.
My mother is now through the naturalization process.
That's fine. Now, being a son of a resident, being the son of a citizen over 21, it's more or less the same processing times.
But I watched a video of yours saying that if she's going to be naturalized and she wants to keep the green card filing case, it's better than filing again under citizen.
Well, you're not going to file again. You're going to have two choices on what you want to do. I'm actually going to look up. I'm going to actually look up right now the visa bulletin. And if you go to Google and you Google visa bulletin, you'll come up with something that says travel.state.gov, and you click on that, and you click on that, and December 2019. Right now, the F2B category is up to August 8th, 2014. The F1 category is May 15th, 2013. So what you would do if your mom becomes a citizen is you would once the case gets approved and gets to the National Visa Center, you would notify the National Visa Center that your mom's a citizen, but under the Child Status Protection Act, you are electing to stay in the F2B category because your priority date is current there. It may or may not be current in the F1 because I don't know when in 2013 you filed. And if it's not current, you elect to stay in the F2B and you process through, and you should be here in a year.
I don't know if I say it correct. Over 21. Unmarried over 21.
I understand that. Okay. So they're up to unmarried over 21. They're up to August 8th, 2014.
Okay. One last question, sir.
Yes.
Bernstein, this is your last name?
That is my last name.
Okay. I think it's German somehow.
It could be German, but what I am told that my family came from somewhere on the Polish-Russian border. But I don't know for a fact because we all came, not we, I was born in America. I'm fourth generation here.
Yeah.
So great-grandparents from the 1800s. But that's what I'm told.
In
but
German,
I'm
gonna pronounce your last name in German. It's Bernstein.
Bernstein, that is correct. That is correct. You know, the famous Bernstein from Germany is Leonard, but I'm not related to him.
That you know of.
What? That at least I'm told I'm not related to him. I said I wish I was related to him.
That'd be cool.
Yes,
Fun fact.
I have no musical talent. There is no way I'm related to the man. All right. Thank you very much, George. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Okay, take care. All right, let's go to Errol in Brooklyn. Errol.
Good afternoon, Brad.
How are you, Errol?
I'm doing good.
What's going on?
Quick question. I went for an interview on the 8th of July.
Right.
And they told me that I would hear from them. I submit everything. And the lady that interviewed us told me that I will hear from them in 120 days, or my lawyer will hear from them.
So it's been 120 days and nobody's heard anything?
Yes.
Right. So what do? You can do one of three things. You can sit on your hands and do nothing. You can write them a letter, go make an info pass appointment, give them a call, say, hey, what's going on? You can that'll give you the runaround for a few months, or threaten to file a mandamus, which would be a litigation mandamus, or literally file a mandamus. Those are your options. It's the options for everybody who spent 120 days waiting on a decision from immigration. So you're in Brooklyn. What you can do is you can make an appointment and you can discuss it with us. See if that's something you want to do.
Can I speak to you off the air?
Of course you can. Hold on one second. It's called a consultation. Okay. Let's go to Kimberly in Houston, Texas. Kimberly.
Hi, Brad. I have a quick question. Good night. How you doing?
Good. What's going on?
I got my 10-year green card. Well, my daughter also from Jamaica. She's 10 years old, and I have a baby with my husband who's a year old.
Great.
My question is, I work and I am paying insurance out of for my job. It's employee with 2 kids. I'm paying off almost $400 every 2 weeks. Somebody brought it to my attention that I could put them on Medicaid, my kids, but I'm like not wanting to do it because I'm scared I'm not going to be able to get through with my citizenship once I put it in.
It won't. That is not true. You can put them on Medicaid. You already have a green card. It would only affect you if you travel outside the United States for more than 6 months, because then they have a right to look into whether or not you can support yourself above the poverty level. But if any traveling is less than 6 months at any given time, they can't ask you about that. They can't ask you about it. It has nothing to do with your citizenship. But if you were to become a citizen and you want to file for a family member, it would have a chilling effect on the filing for your family member, but not on you.
Because I want to do my citizenship so I can file for my parents.
Okay, so then you're not going to want to do that. You're not going to want to do that then.
Oh, okay.
All right.
If
you didn't want to file for anybody, then by all means go do what you need to do.
You said don't do it?
If you want to file for your parents, don't do it.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. If you're not going to file for your parents and you have no intention of filing for anybody, be my guest. That's what it's there for.
Yep.
So Donald Trump says, that pumpkin guy, he says if your kids, well, wait a second. I hope she's listening. It was for her kids. What did she say? It was for her husband. She wanted to file for her parent. No, but she said the Medicaid was for her kids or her husband. I heard husband, but then I heard kids. So let me be very clear, and I hope she's watching. If you get Medicaid for your children, it has no effect on you filing for somebody else. That is an exception that's been carved out. Medicaid for children and Medicaid for pregnant women and 60 days after the pregnancy. No effect on filing for your parents. If it's Medicaid for you and you're not pregnant, Medicaid for your husband, different story. So let's just make sure I'm clear.
Right.
It has no effect on you becoming a citizen. It only has effect on you filing for other people. Let's finally, our last call of the day, Sarah in Montgomery County, Maryland. Sarah.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. What's going on?
I have a question for you.
Right.
I have a case pending with immigration for over 27 years.
You have a case pending with immigration for over 27 years. And it took you 27 years to call
I've been
me?
I've been here for 27 years.
Oh, you've been here for 27 years. All right. So what's going on?
I've been here for 27 years. So basically, he was domestic. I came here with misrepresentation. I came here with someone else's name.
Uh-huh.
Then it was
do you have a green card right now?
It was a domestic violence case.
Sarah,
I had a domestic violence case.
Sarah, do you have a green card right now?
No,
okay.
I only have a work permit.
All right, so this is what you don't want to do. What you don't want to do is start admitting stuff on national Facebook, okay?
All right.
Hold on one second. Hold on. International Facebook, all right? She doesn't need to come on and tell me about her fake documents that she used to come to America and whatever else.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, that's a reason why 27 years later you don't have a green card. Right?
Yeah, that'll do it.
That will do it. So So, you know I have an Instagram page?
Yeah, I've seen it. I think
seen
I follow you.
You follow me?
Yeah, and I don't think you follow me back. Ooh. So now we brought up a topic. I was gonna let it rock. It's almost 2020, and this is the world we're living in.
Yeah, I gotta follow you back.
Yeah, it's kind of mean that you
right
don't follow me back.
Right after this show. Ooh. Vanessa Contreras, what is your Instagram? I will follow you right back.
It's so funny. It's Vanessa.Contreras.
Vanessa.Contreras. That's all I have to do.
That's it.
I'll follow
nice and
you.
simple. It's almost as simple as sharing a watch party.
I will follow you as soon as we are done. I will be following Vanessa.Contreras. And you can also follow me at Real Brad Bernstein like Vanessa.Contreras does.
Yeah.
All right. And if I know you, like I know Vanessa.Contreras,
exactly.
I will answer all your questions in a DM. Just send me a DM. I'll be happy to answer them. If I know who you are, you're part of the Brad Squad. Or if I see you comment a lot. If I don't know you, then I don't know if I can't respond to everybody.
Right.
Okay. But if I know you, you're part of the squad. And how do I get to know you? Just start making comments.
Right.
You're part of the squad.
Simple.
And you can follow me at Real Brad Bernstein. You can also follow us at Brad Show Live to see the best content. Like Vanessa follows at Brad Show Live. Vanessa.Contreras follows at Brad Show Live. And she's going to show the best content of today. She's going to see that tomorrow.
I am on a
and she's
story.
going to see herself on the Brad Show Live story.
And I'm going to share it.
Share. All right. And Yonathan, Yo-Yo, Elias, your shenanigans aware.
Yes, at Yonathan Elias
At
TV.
shenanigans.
All the shenanigans.
All the shenanigans you ever need.
Yeah.
At Yonathan Elias TV. All right. So, I was putting this away. I actually needed it.
You do?
Yeah. Shorne Benjamin has an amazing American dream story. He grew up in St. Lucia. By the way, I was in St. Lucia, beautiful island.
Ah.
Yes. They have like this volcano thing, and you sit in the hot.
Is it good for your skin?
Yes. Yeah, the hot like tub or whatever.
Do you feel it now?
No, because it was about a year ago. But anyway, he grew up in St. Lucia with his grandmother after his parents immigrated to the U.S. without him. After his grandmother passed away, he was able to join his parents in America, and that journey resulted in him eventually working his way up to becoming a celebrity chef.
Oh, wow.
Where he keeps his grandmother's memory alive through his Caribbean dishes. Let's watch.
Beautiful.
Back in St. Lucia in the islands, those memories are vivid. Going to the beach for the first time, seeing my father show me how to crack an almond. He was brave enough to take that opportunity, that voyage to come to New York, and my mom was with me. When he got in citizenship, he could have filed for me on his own rightful way. He applied for her. The absence of my parents, it kind of lost some things in me where I'm the only kid that don't have their mother or father on Mother's Day to celebrate. I remember so well where I actually prayed that someday that I could have my mom and my father again. Yes, my parents were not there, but I had a rock and a solid person in my grandmother. She was amazing. She was the icon in the community with her restaurants, her bakery. My grandma taught me in the kitchen when I was young, pretty young, like 8, 7, pretty much. Things in my life that that hurt me was the passing of my grandmother. I guess you're a kid, like your grandma was your world, and now she's not there. My mom called me, and my father's like, "Are you all right? Do you want to come to New York?" I had to go to the neighboring island of Barbados to do my medical, to get my visa, my green card application. It was like extensive testing you for different diseases. I was excited and scared at the same time. I remember leaving, it was New Year's Eve. Imagine that, coming to a new world. I remember that flight, man, it was a thunderstorm. It was like tons of empty seats, and we're in the sky rocking like crazy. And I'm thinking to myself, am I gonna die? Eventually I land, and it was January 1st, 1999.
2, 1, happy 1999!
To be reunited with them was amazing. I mean, everyone came out onto the airport to greet me. I got the speech from my father and my mom. Okay, you have a green card, which gives you access to be legal, to work, everything here. But ultimately, it's to become a citizen. And to do that, you cannot be in no trouble. You can't even be arrested because they could deport you. You have 5 years just to be a good standing citizen. And I pursued to get a job. You have no references, no experiences. You pretty much have a number. That's it, a social security number. So went to college, networking, and I finally got a job doing mail work at a bank. Worked there for 2 years, and I made my way up. Something about me coming to New York was so fascinating. It was about food and culture. You go into fancy restaurants and back in your mind is like you go back to your Caribbean culture, like, how come there's no Caribbean place to go like this? On my lunch break one day, I went to check out different culinary schools, and my whole question to them was like, what's like a salary for a chef? And they're like, starting salary is probably you get $10, $11 an hour. I'm like, what? I'm taking a major pay cut if I pursue this. And it came to terms when the economy was failing and it was more like a recession. Never went through this, it was scary. And I got laid off from my job. I went back to the Caribbean to rethink myself and to reinvent myself as a chef. I said, you know what? It makes me happy and I will pursue it. And I enrolled in the French Institute of Culinary, which was down in Soho. My mom was like telling me, are you sure? My father was saying, sure. I said, you know what? This is my chance. I was the only Caribbean guy there, and their style was Italian, French, and I'm like coming with my traditional grandmother ways in my mind. Eventually I caught on, and from then different levels in the culinary program was amazing. And I actually had a job before I left culinary school, which was sweet because my severance pay was over, my employment had run out, and I got my $11 an hour, which I was very grateful for. It dawned on me where, you know what, I've learned so much from French, American, Italian. Why not incorporate it in my Caribbean cuisine? And people were talking about it like crazy. Who is this new chef? I got that title where it was celebrity chef. I'm happy that I had a good foundation from my grandmother. It's like I'm reinventing myself in her way where she's actually used to feed people that's to come to St. Lucia tourists. Now I'm in the culinary world, I'm doing the same thing. I found my purpose in life, and it's allowed me to achieve my dream of being a chef and one day probably owning my own restaurant. How could I fault my parents for leaving me and migrating to the US? It helped me to embrace my purpose and my dream.
All right, so Vanessa.
That last plate there, did you catch
I'm
that?
getting hungry.
I love plantain.
Vanessa said to me, she goes, how much more of the show? I'm getting hungry. Let's do dinner. And I'm like, no, we got social media check-in. We got yo-yo on the street. We got speed round. We got comments of the day.
We have things to do here.
We got
Food
things
later.
to do. All right, so right now we have what's called social... I'll do it slowly. Media check-in.
There it is.
There we go. Social media check-in. All right, what do we got?
All right, our first question comes from the Brad Squad member, Joseph Flucker, saying, my case approved since November 2018. I would like to know exactly what time NVC is going to take to send me a letter for the interview.
I don't know what case got approved. How would I know?
Yeah.
All right, next question is from Shaikh Muhammad Abraham. Hello, Brad. Hope all is well. My brother is a U.S. citizen. He applied for my petition on family base 2 years ago. My question is that if I apply for a visitor's visa by myself, can I get a visitor visa or not? How many chances do I have to get a visitor's visa? I am single and above 21 years old.
You can apply for a visitor's visa all you want. Usually, if you get denied, the embassy says come back in 6 months. What you have to prove is you're going home. You're not coming here to work. Here meaning the United States. You're not coming to work. Not coming here to overstay your visa. You have a secure job back home. You have a family back home. You own property back home. You have reasons to leave America and return to your home country.
All right, our next comes from Olabusola Ross saying, green card holder, how can I get my husband a U.S. citizen petition for my 17-year-old son?
He files an I-130 visa petition.
Mama Tarla says, Sir Brad,
yes.
My U.S. citizen husband has disability pension and his daughter receives it too under his pension. Can we add his daughter's...
Just read it as is.
Yeah.
Just read it as is. And we'll put we have something called a Facebook to English
Yeah, I'm going to need a Brad
Show live translation.
Yeah.
Okay, so just read it as is.
Can we add her... Okay, so again, Sir Brad, my U.S. citizen husband has disability pension and her daughter receives it too from his pension. Can we add her daughter's pension too or income requirement?
If you're living in the same household, yeah.
All right, Nikki Williams.
And by the way, they were asking for an affidavit of support requirements. If the husband obviously didn't earn enough, the daughter's there in the same household, you can add the daughter's income too. Disability is not need-based. You know, for example, Yo-Yo is a secret billionaire. Okay. If Forbes knew his net worth, he would be on that list.
Absolutely.
Right? On the list of richest men in the world. Not even the United States.
So you're going to just tell my secret like that?
Yes, I know, yes.
Exposed,
right. And, we don't call him Master of the Universe for nothing. So if he was on disability because he is a billionaire, Dr. Yo-Yo, he would still be okay. And it's nothing to do with being a billionaire, meaning that you can get disability if you're, no matter what your income level is and no matter what your asset level is. So it's not a need-based government assistance. That's really what I meant to say.
All right, our next...
I was trying to be funny and it didn't make sense.
Yeah, it's all good. Our next one comes from Nikki Williams saying, hey, I'm getting married in May, but my fiance's mom filed for him. I'm a citizen. He's in Jamaica. Should we stop the papers with his mom and should I file for him?
If you get married, yeah.
All right, Daniel G says his question is, adjustment of status, problem if U.S. citizen spouse is unemployed. However, I do have joint co-sponsors. Will there be...
If the joint co-sponsor is okay, then you're okay.
Okay.
All right. Navneet saying employment-based green card interview and tax document. Do I need to carry tax documents, and what are the requirements for it since it's employment-based I-485?
Yeah, you got to take your tax documents for two reasons. One, you got to show you're employed by your sponsor. So if you're sponsored by ABC Company and you're sponsored by XYZ Company. Why are you employed by ABC Company if XYZ is sponsoring you? Number two, you got to bring your tax returns because if XYZ Company is sponsoring you, they promise to sponsor you in a job at a specific salary. If your tax returns don't show you're getting the salary that you were sponsored in, they're paying you less than what you were sponsored in, they're going to say you're undercutting the U.S. job market and you're going to get denied. So they want your tax returns for both of those reasons.
Next, we have Pandra Landell. Hey, Brad, please explain the purpose of the priority date on the I-797C U.S. citizen sponsor.
Priority date is the date in which your application is filed, and they're supposed to take it in the order in which it's filed.
Dominic Carter saying, what's new with immigration? What kind of crazy new law do they come up with now? Everything, is it still the same?
What kind of crazy new law have they come up with now?
Did any crazy new law come up recently?
Oh my God. Have you been watching for the last 2 years? Just go back and watch all our shows for the last 2 years and you see all the crazy crap that they've been coming up with.
Lee E. asks, can a child abroad seeking a visitor's visa to the U.S. be denied because his father is living in the U.S. illegally?
Yes.
Under an order of deportation?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, 29 Super C saying, what is an O visa and what's the evidence needed for a successful O visa application?
O visas are people with extraordinary ability in arts, entertainment, sports, business, or science. So you have to show you have extraordinary ability, that you're top in your field.
Bali Abe asks, hello, Brad. Can you tell me what to do if I never received my USCIS interview letter and the update your case to no show?
You better contact USCIS and say, hey, I got a no-show and I never got the letter. Please reschedule.
All right, Ken Kibet saying, when you get a prima facie determination, is it determination extension?
Yeah.
Okay. What should I expect next? Is my case safe or going okay?
It sounds like it's going okay so far. You expect either an approval or an RFE for additional documents.
Alrighty,
and by the way, that was on a VAWA case.
Boluwarif Oduyemi asks, my status has been reading, your interview has been completed, and your case needs to be reviewed for over 2 months now. What could be wrong?
I have no idea what could be wrong. Wait 4 months. If they don't hear anything, then come to see us and we can talk about what skeletons you have in your closet. And if you don't have any skeletons, then maybe your security clearance didn't clear yet, or maybe the officer fell asleep, or put your file
Sounds
under
like
his
it
desk.
could be a lot of things.
A lot of different reasons why your case is under review.
All right, and our last question for right now comes from Hussein saying, 2 years ago I got a traffic ticket, passed school bus. This affect, or maybe will this affect my citizenship if I apply or not?
Driving past the school bus will not affect your citizenship, but you shouldn't do that because you could mow down a kid, and then that would would affect your citizenship. Meanwhile, Dr. Yo-Yo.
Oh, yeah.
AKA Baby Boy.
Oh, wow. We're still trying to figure out one nickname for me.
Yo-Yo.
I know, right? I got them all for you. Everybody.
Yeah.
I got enough for everybody.
He went out yesterday on the streets of New York City.
I did.
To quiz people about their Thanksgiving Day knowledge. Let's play along at home and see who knows the answers to... You have any Thanksgiving Day knowledge? Let's watch.
What's up, Brad Squad? This is Yonathan Elias out here in the cold streets of New York, and today I'm feeling a little thankful. Can you guys guess why? It's because this is the week of Thanksgiving. Now, Thanksgiving started off as a day to give thanks for the blessings of the harvest of the preceding year, but now today, we're still giving thanks, but we're actually reflecting on all the great things that have happened to us this year. All right, we're gonna go around and we're gonna quiz some people on some Thanksgiving trivia, and we're gonna ask them what they're thankful for. I want you guys to play along and also let me know what you're thankful for. Let's go. Okay, now the first question. Where was the first Thanksgiving dinner in the United States held? Was it A, Concord, New Hampshire, B, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, C, Plymouth, Massachusetts, or D, Dover, Delaware?
B.
C.
C, you got it. It was Plymouth, Massachusetts. You got it.
Plymouth?
You got it, yeah. Look, see?
I remember from, I guess, junior high school.
There you go. They had all them songs.
A.
C.
It was C. Yeah. It was.
I feel like I'm gonna be made fun of. I'm gonna say Plymouth, Massachusetts.
There you go. You got it.
Cool. Awesome. Great. Because I thought of Plymouth Rock.
There you go. See? I guess high school and junior high does help for something.
Did something, I guess.
Did something. All right. What was definitely not on the first Thanksgiving feast table? Was it A, turkey, B, potatoes, C, venison, which is deer meat, or D, seafood?
Seafood?
That's what I would think, but it was potatoes. Potatoes weren't really big back in the day at that time.
That's true. Yeah, I would not think that.
Yeah, I would think that they would have all the potatoes.
I was thinking that or the other choice before this, the deer meat.
The deer meat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they definitely had deer meat then.
I'm gonna say turkeys.
It was actually potatoes.
Really? That's interesting.
Right.
Because I knew it had to be seafood because they came from they sailed the freaking oceans.
Exactly. So this was not on the Thanksgiving table. Turkey, potatoes, venison, or seafood. The first Thanksgiving.
I'll say seafood.
Seafood as well.
I would have thought seafood too, but it's actually potatoes. Yeah, they didn't have potatoes back then. It wasn't popular back then. You say A, turkeys?
C, seafood.
It was actual potatoes. Potatoes were not on the original feast. Isn't that
Really?
crazy?
Yeah.
Do you have potatoes on your Thanksgiving dinner?
Usually.
What's gonna be on your Thanksgiving dinner?
Turkey.
On your Thanksgiving table?
Has to be collard greens,
Hey.
mac and cheese,
Yeah.
turkey, ham, cranberry sauce,
You name it. Now, who is known as the mother of Thanksgiving? Is it A, Sarah Josepha Hale, B, Betsy Ross, C, Martha Stewart, or D, Pocahontas?
C.
D.
It was not Pocahontas. It was A, Sarah Josepha Hale.
I'm going to guess Martha Stewart for shits and giggles.
And you got it. You got the shits and giggles.
Oh,
Betsy Ross.
I would have thought that too, but it's A, Sarah. Okay. Sarah Josepha Hale. She actually was the reason why Thanksgiving became a holiday.
Pocahontas.
Okay, and you said A?
A.
It was A. So she was basically the one who brought it to Abraham Lincoln to make Thanksgiving a holiday.
Oh, wow, okay. That's cool.
Yeah, so you learned something.
Thank God for her.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thanks, Sarah.
All right, now 4. A botched Thanksgiving order led to which invention? Ooh. A, turkey thermometer. B, turkey burger. C, TV dinners. Or D, turkey fryer.
I would say thermometer.
Yeah, that makes sense. But it was actually a TV dinner.
Turkey frying.
D.
Turkey frying.
The turkey fryer.
The turkey fryer?
The turkey fryer. I'm gonna go with the turkey fryer.
Sounds about right, but it was actually a TV dinner.
Oh, really? Cool.
So an employee at CA Swanson and Sons ordered way too many turkeys and thought that they would sell out, and after Thanksgiving had a bunch, so they just cut it up, threw it in aluminum foil, and then made TV dinners.
Wow, that's so cool.
There you go. Now you know.
Yeah.
And we like some TV dinners when we in college.
True that, because it's cheap.
Look, easy to make.
Throw it in the microwave and I'm ready to go.
There you go. There you go. All right, 2 more.
Okay.
Who was the first president to officially pardon a turkey? Was it Ronald Reagan, Calvin Coolidge, Thomas Jefferson, or George H.W. Bush? So I think every year a president pardons a turkey, says, "Oh, you guys don't kill that turkey."
Oh, yes. Okay. Oh my God.
I feel like it was Thomas Jefferson. I'm gonna go with Thomas Jefferson.
Okay.
President. Let's just say Thomas Jefferson.
Okay, it was George Bush.
George Bush. Okay. Who would have thought?
Yeah, not me.
No,
so
not many people either.
Okay, it was actually George Bush.
What?
Yeah, the first one in 1989.
Don't know. Thomas Jefferson, I don't know.
A.
It is D, George H.W. Bush. Yeah.
Bush?
There you go. That's a good question. That was a good guess.
Clicked in my mind. I maybe read something about it.
Listen, I would sit next to you even if you were guessing. You got a good guess in mind. And now last, when was the first Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade held here in New York City? This is your city. The first one. All right. Was it A, 1918, B, 1924, C, 1955, or D, 1969?
Man, I could swear recently I remember something it was the 75th anniversary or something, or 100.
Okay.
50, the 1950.
That don't sound like 75 years.
No.
I'm gonna go at 1955.
Well, let's try another one.
Okay. No, wait, that was a stupid answer. What's your name? D.
C. B.
Yes, you got it!
I don't know. 1918?
There's no one up. 1924.
24, okay. All right.
What was the second one?
1924.
I think 1924.
There you go. See, I knew that you had it in there somewhere.
Because it couldn't have been 1918.
No, definitely
because that was no.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go with B. B.
And you guys got tied. You guys got it. It was 1924B. Good job. You just guessed, and you got it. Last, I want to know. Oh, hey. She's good, right? Last, I want to know, what are you guys thankful for?
I'm thankful for my family. Yeah. What are you thankful for, Ella?
The same.
The same.
The family. You have an amazing family. What are you thankful for?
Oh, wow. That's so crazy because I was just thanking my friends early, maybe half an hour ago just for being in my life. But my friends, my family, all of the support and love that they give me for every choice that I make, really. And just my life. I'm really thankful for my life right now.
It's funny that you asked. I actually sent a message to all my contacts on my phone a few days ago because I watched a video of a kid who never saw color in his life. And he saw color for the first time, and his reaction, his reaction just took me. And then I messaged everyone, be thankful for your fingers, for the tongue, for the eyes, We
take that for granted.
And a lot of people don't have those things. So I'm thankful for everything, every little blessing that I've been blessed with.
I love that. I absolutely love that.
Well, I'm thankful for my friends and my family. My sister.
Oh, give a hug. Oh, I love that. Thank you guys so much. Well, there you have it, Brad Squad. That was an awesome game. I hope that you guys enjoyed this trivia of Thanksgiving. It's a lot of information that I never knew about. You could see all the people I actually interviewed they didn't know about. I wonder if you guys did. But last, I want you guys to put everything that you're thankful for in the comments below. This is Yonathan Elias, and back to the studio.
All right, we have a speed round. That was fun, Yonathan. That was fun. But we have a speed round we got to get to.
All right.
We're going to try to answer 15 questions in 2 minutes. Lordy.
Listen, Vanessa, we've been killing it.
What are you trying to say? When I come in, I don't know about you guys, but the car didn't freeze.
That's right. The car, right. All of a sudden, Vanessa shows up and the car doesn't freeze.
It kept going, so let's keep these questions going.
All right, let's get 2 minutes.
Where are you at?
The Wizard.
That's the first one?
Yeah.
The Wizard's got 2 minutes up.
Let's make sure we got. Let us make sure we got the same first one.
We got the same first one.
I ain't got the same first one as you.
I'm glad you guys were prepared for this. They were enjoying watching Yonathan.
Did you see that hug?
I want you to know something. They were both enjoying watching Yonathan on the street. They were enjoying it so much and laughing that they did not prepare for speed round. Are you ready now?
We are.
We just gonna.
There we go. We're ready.
Okay, now we're ready. I do not know any of these questions in advance. I usually do this blindfolded and turned around.
Right.
Okay.
In the dark.
In the dark.
But in the lights of Thanksgiving.
Yes, but since we do not have a soundproof booth or a hermetically sealed jar, we will just have to sit here
2 minutes on the
trust me that I don't know the questions ahead of time. Go.
Damien says, will being on Section 8 housing voucher affect citizenship application?
No.
My son married, but he is divorced, but 10-year green card, how's he going to get his citizenship?
Wait 5 years from the time he got his conditional card.
Cordell says, how long will it take for I-130 to be approved?
Anywhere from 6 months to 6 years.
If a person has only one tax return missing out of the 4 tax returns known, will he or she be denied their green card in a I-751 interview?
I don't know why they would be missing a tax return, so we would need to know more information.
Vamshi says, after I-130 is approved, should wife go to court to terminate proceedings, or can it be done without her?
You need to terminate proceedings if you're in deportation, yeah.
Stacy asks, is it good advice to write a letter to take on your marriage-based interview to the U.S. citizen admitting that you worked out of status?
Yes, because the fact that you worked out of status does not bar you from getting a green card through marriage to a U.S. citizen, so you should be honest. What would bar you is lying.
Abigail says, if I got a receipt notice, I-765, I-31, I-131, which says fee waived, does it mean that the I-485 was accepted?
Yes.
What does a request for initial evidence from the USCIS mean?
It means you didn't submit the application properly.
Sarah says, what's the average time for I-130 I-30 approval F2A category?
18 months.
Maria asks, my husband filed for an I-130 along with an I-485, I-765, and an I-131. How many receipt notices should he get, and how long is the process?
A receipt notice for each of those applications, and it could take anywhere from 9 months to 3 years.
George says, I petitioned for my wife suffered domestic violence, but we already returned together. With which case should I stay for, the 601A or I-360?
The 601A? There's no 601. The 601A would be the provisional waiver to go home and come back. I would need to know more information. By the way, Vanessa, we're about to blow this place up.
How we make it?
We didn't make anything. No,
I thought it was 15.
15. Let's blow this place up.
Oh, great. We're almost there.
The Wiz, he wants his job.
Right.
He says, if I blow this place, oh my God, goodbye.
See, only the Wiz had the power to freeze time. Even then, even then, we still blew up.
All right, so we didn't get it. All right, what other questions did we not answer? All right, because he was debating between a provisional. I don't know enough about your marital history, so I need to know more.
We have an interview coming up in January 2020 for the I-485. I isn't fighting for my husband. We forgot to put that he was married in Jamaica and divorced. What should we do?
at the interview, bring that up right in the front before you even sit down and tell the officer.
Virtual is saying, can I travel on advanced parole if I overstay my visa for a long time and I have pending adjustments?
Just a short trip, yes.
Anuka Basil asks, how much income do you need for a second affidavit of support? Because my income is not enough.
125% above the poverty level.
And last one is from Jessica Leamy saying, can an immigrant join the Army?
Yes.
All right.
All right. Comments of the day, Yonathan and Vanessa.
Yeah.
Let's see what the Brad Squad has to say.
The day.
All right, y'all.
Yes.
Y'all ready for the
Let's
comments of the
get
day?
to it.
I'm ready.
I'm just waiting for him. Okay, there we go. All right, our first one comes from Danny Contreras, and this is about Vanessa.
Is
saying, regarding Vanessa's last name, my sister from another mother.
Look at that.
Because you got
okay, all right.
Is Danny Contreras
yeah, because
your brother?
Vanessa Contreras, Danny Contreras.
I mean, the Contreras family is not a very big family, so maybe it's a thing. It's not a very common last name, so.
Right. Contrary to common sense, Contreras could be.
I see what you did there, Brad.
Yes, you like that, right?
I see what you did there. That was good. And we also get a comment from.
Drum roll, please.
Maestro?
It's Maestro or the
and
Wiz?
The Wiz.
I'm not sure. Right. Both of them there.
Tamika Nelson says, I am doing house hopping for Thanksgiving. Which one of the lovely Brad Squad members who lives in New York wants to invite me over for some dinner? Oh, the squad is brave this Thanksgiving.
But Tamika's only showing up for about 15 minutes.
Right.
Right. She's eating her
gonna make it.
She's eating her turkey and then going for the next house before turkey.
With her Tupperware.
Yes.
Listen.
To go.
God, I got juicy mouth to just talking about the turkey. Sheesh. All right, our third one comes from Tale saying, what's up? Okay, Brad Show Live. I have a big dinner ahead for 20 people, family and friends, and a lot of wine, music, laughter. It's going to go down this year. Sounds like Tamika.
Tamika, that's the place you want to go.
That's where you need to go.
I mean, if you don't know where to bring your Tupperware, it sounds like go to Tally.
I actually want to go there, too.
Right.
Sheesh.
Okay, and our next comment comes from Bookie Boo. Uncle Brad is the man of many hats. Heads up, Uncle Brad. It was because you give that extra marital advice today.
Okay, hats, heads up?
Yeah, heads up, Uncle Brad.
Okay.
Yeah,
you
so
did,
keep your head up with all your hats.
Got it.
You did.
Got it.
All right, we have one from YouTube counselor saying, Brad, the ultimate immigration lawyer, marriage counselor, universal humanitarian. May the Lord let all the other immigration lawyers watch and learn from your show.
Wow, I'm sure.
Awesome.
I think they do.
Look at all that's to be thankful for. And our very last comment for today comes from Lisa Bling Rose. Bling Bling.
Yes.
Uncle Brad taking him time to answer questions today. So viewers and callers, today is your Thanksgiving.
Okay, that is true.
That is true. Sometimes Lisa Bling is like, Brad, come on, give the man some time. Right?
No, but today you were on it, Brad.
I gave everybody their due today, right?
Yes, so they should be thankful for that.
That is right. So, Yonathan, what are you thankful for? It's our last show before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, this has been, 2.5 years that we've been here now? I've been here for like 2 years and some change.
It's been 2 years, and we went on October 16th, 2017. We're now November 2019, so we are 25 months into the show.
So I want to say, I'm thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for the Brad Squad. We come in every day, and truth be told, we see each other more than we see our own families. So I'm thankful for you guys.
That is very true. Vanessa?
Yeah, well, that was a really sweet. That was a good one.
Yes.
That was like a pageant answer.
Yeah.
That was excellent. No, but I'm glad to be a part of the Brad Squad as well. I'm also very grateful.
You're part of the Brad crew.
Yeah, I'm here.
You're squad
now
and
I'm in the studio, not just out on the field.
Right.
And for family and friends, for sure. It's been a great year.
Yeah, well, I'm thankful for my health. I'm thankful for the health of everyone I love. I'm thankful for the entire Brad Squad. I'm thankful for the entire crew of Brad Show Live, who every day makes me look really good. Trust me, I'm not that good, but they make me look. They make me look very good. So I'm very thankful for that as well. Everybody have a safe, happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy it with your friends and family. Tamika, enjoy your house hopping, and we will see you all on Monday, I don't know what Monday is. I guess December.
Yeah, we're in December already.
December 2nd.
Yep.
Enjoy. Happy Thanksgiving we all. Peace.
Happy Thanksgiving.
So Sam, as part of the production, we have to say this disclaimer at the end of the show. Do you mind reading it for me?
Okay, but you know, Brad, I have to do everything around here. It's bad enough I've got to remember everything that happened on the episode from the previous day.
Forget it. I'll do it. The proceeding was information only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior successful results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar and Bernstein law firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easy to remember, 1-800-LAW-LINK. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar and Bernstein, located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-529-5465. And now, conveniently located in Hartford, Connecticut on 1 Congress Street. Visit us in Connecticut or in New York at 225 Broadway. That's 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-LAW-LINK. 1-800-529-5465.